The story of the parting of the sea is a central event in the biblical book of Exodus, and it's a powerful narrative of liberation and divine intervention. Here's a breakdown of the key elements. Background. The Israelites in Egypt. The Israelites were descendants of Jacob, also known as Israel, and his 12 sons. They had settled in Egypt, initially as honored guests. However, over time, they were subjected to harsh slavery by the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh feared the growing number of Israelites and sought to suppress their population through forced labor. Moses' leadership. Moses, an Israelite raised in the Pharaoh's court, was chosen by God to lead his people out of slavery. After a series of plagues inflicted upon Egypt, the Pharaoh finally relented and allowed the Israelites to leave. The journey and the parting of the sea. The Exodus. The Israelites began their exodus from Egypt, leaving from the region of Ramesses. They were led by a pillar of cloud during the day and a pillar of fire at night, guiding them through the wilderness. The journey led them to the edge of the sea. Traditionally, this sea is called the Red Sea, but there are some scholars that believe it was another body of water, such as the Sea of Reeds. Pharaoh's pursuit. After releasing the Israelites, the Pharaoh changed his mind and sent his army, including chariots, to pursue them. He sought to recapture the Israelites and bring them back into slavery. The Pharaoh thought that the Israelites were trapped between his army and the sea. The parting. As the Egyptian army closed in, the Israelites found themselves trapped between the sea and the pursuing forces. God instructed Moses to raise his staff over the sea. A strong east wind blew, and the sea parted, creating a dry path through the water. Walls of water stood on either side. The Israelites crossed the sea on the dry ground. The Egyptian army's fate. The Egyptian army followed the Israelites into the sea. Once the Israelites had safely crossed, God caused the walls of water to collapse, engulfing the Egyptian army and their chariots. Significance. The parting of the sea is seen as a miraculous act of divine intervention, demonstrating God's power and his commitment to liberating his people. It's a symbol of freedom, deliverance, and the triumph of good over evil. The event solidified Moses' leadership and the Israelites' faith in God. The story is a powerful testament to faith and the belief in the possibility of overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles.